All right, guys, welcome again to another episode. So today I'll be talking about Bitcoin's current price. As we all know, it went to $10,900 around there. But also I'll be talking about Ethereum 2.0. What's happening, guys? There's been so many postponements, scalability issues, but all of that will be covered today. I'll also be talking about a very interesting coin, Tether Gold. Now, Tether Gold, in my opinion, is something that will give Bitcoin a run for its money. But also, I want to pull out an article that I came across that talks about the top 5 cryptocurrencies of 2020, or rather, crypto projects, right? And then, last but not least, cryptocurrency scams. Now, guys, there's been a lot of scams as of late, especially because of the whole global lockdown. And I just thought I should share with you guys and make sure that everyone stays safe, but importantly, that we also just be vigilant while we're busy online, right? And nonetheless, I hope you subscribe, guys, because I really need, a couple of, yeah, I just hope, please subscribe, you know what I mean. But welcome. This channel is dedicated to basically researching information about cryptocurrencies. And if you're a cryptocurrency investor, what's the best decision you can make based on research? So that's what I do on this channel. And yeah, don't forget to comment also if you have any kind of opinion or idea that you want to share with me. Now let's get straight to the point. First but not least, we will start with Bitcoin. All right, so with Bitcoin, things have been quite, well, not rough. Things have been quite very balanced. I just want to give you guys a little, let's go back to when the global lockdown started, right? The Bitcoin price was this was around March and April, right? Late March, early April, and the Bitcoin price was around 6,000 US dollars. And just to go to the Bitcoin chart. Oh, there you go. So somewhere here was where we had the lockdown, right? And it was around 6,000, 5,000, somewhere here. And until today, which is now 10,900 Rand, or rather 10,900 US dollars, it just shows that, it's again, it could be, and I'm using could because, it's still being looked into by authorities and regulators, but it definitely could be one of the best places to actually secure your money apart from gold, right? Now, we also that obviously the prices of Bitcoin, once it goes up or it goes down, it always affects the prices of other coins. And I can see that it did indeed affect the price of Ethereum, Ripple, and Bitcoin Cash. But I also wanted to just point out that, so regarding Bitcoin news, there's some, Zimbabwe is actually quite still battling when it comes to its economy, but now it has forced most of its people to actually lean towards using Bitcoin. If you look here in the first part of the article, it says Zimbabwe's deteriorating economic situation is forcing authorities to sign off on some desperate and controversial decisions. This includes the abrupt suspension of mobile money in the country, as well as the recent designation of ZimSwitch as a mandatory national payment switch. So guys, what this means is that what's been happening is that obviously the economy of Zimbabwe unfortunately has been, becoming worse and more worse, right? And people have been now relying on US dollars to actually create transactions. But now that has also failed. But people also of Zimbabwe have mostly been using mobile money payment services, right? That's just the main source of money exchange they've been using. And one of the biggest one is called EcoCash. It's actually the country's largest one, if you can see over here. But now what's been happening is that the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe is actually trying to, well, according to this article, not according to me, has actually been trying um, to basically close them down because of, I'm not exactly sure what, but now that has to a certain extent forced most of Zimbabweans to lean towards using Bitcoin because, of course, with Bitcoin, there is no middleman involved. It's directly from the user to wherever or to the wallet or wherever you're storing your Bitcoins. So it's been so bad that because EcoCash, the company that was actually facilitating all these transactions, accounts for more than 94% of all mobile money payments. So it's a huge thing that's actually happening, or rather a huge fight at the moment. And I thought that's actually one huge Bitcoin news article that one could point out that's happening in Africa. There's quite a lot more, but this is the one that I just wanted to share with you guys. And of course, there's quite more other Bitcoin news internationally. I think last time I checked, PayPal was also still looking to integrate Bitcoin. Until today, they still are. I'd like to assume that they're working on it privately, and once they're ready, then they will just give out press release, right? And moving right along, I also wanted to look into Ethereum, right? First, let's start with the price, right? So Ethereum started first around 130 US dollars. This was also just before the global lockdown, right? If I just quickly click here and check it out, um, it was just before the global lockdown. It was 130 US dollars, and today it is 316 US dollars. So obviously, the prices of Bitcoin always affect each and any coin that's listed, or rather, each and any crypto coin. So it just shows again that, this market, as much as it's so starting to be trusted, it's kind of still influenced by one coin, which is Bitcoin. But nonetheless, just to speak about Ethereum 2.0. Now, this is one transition I've also been waiting for, or rather, this one major upgrade, not a transition, but an upgrade. And basically, for those of you that don't know, Ethereum 2.0 is just the upgrading of the current Ethereum platform, right? And because they've been having, of course, guys, let's remember, cryptocurrencies as a whole, this is still a new industry, so there's so many mistakes that are yet to be made, trial and errors, but at the end of the day, development is growing, right? And that's what's important. And Ethereum, together with Bitcoin, are one of the leading projects. So what's been happening with Ethereum is that they've been having a lot of scalability issues, hence they've been postponing all the time. And also, basically it's mostly scalability issues, right? And in my opinion, just to add my 2 cents, I think the value of the Ethereum coin, or the Ether coin, is still very low compared to the size of the market on the platform, on the Ethereum platform. But that's, I guess, another topic for another day. But finally, it said that July the 30th, that's when there's going to be that's when ETH 2.0 is going to be launched. This was according to CoinDesk. I just can't find that article right now, but I remember when I read it last time, that's what they said. And hopefully that's true. Obviously, that'll somehow do something to the price of Ethereum. I'm just not sure what. But moving right along, something I wanted to talk about, something that I actually got quite surprised when I discovered, was Tether Gold, right? So Tether Gold, guys, is some new coin. I'm not exactly sure when was it released or introduced to the public, because if you guys remember, on the channel, I made an announcement that I was going to take a break. So basically, this is the first episode ever since I've taken a break since the lockdown, right? And basically what Tether coin is all about, or rather Tether Gold, is just a digital token that's backed by physical gold. And one full XAUT coin, right, is basically represented, or rather it represents 1 troy fine ounce of gold on a London good delivery bar. So what this means is the same way as, I could take, basically the same way that we value Bitcoin. It's just that Bitcoin is not backed by anything except for mathematics. But now in this case, this is backed by a single piece, or a fraction of a piece of gold, right? So depending on how much you buy, or how many you buy, that will be the equivalent of whichever gold bar you're buying from, if that makes sense. And by the looks of things, well, not by the looks of things, it actually is an Ethereum ERC20 token. So that's why if you look over here, you can even go and look up your coin. How much do you have? You just punch in your Ethereum address, and then it'll go and look it up for you, and then you find the value of your coin, right? Or your gold. I don't know which one you want to call it as, but I just thought, when I saw this, the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, Bitcoin, is this going to be like Bitcoin's competition? Because we've all seen, as much as a lot of people in tech understand the value of Bitcoin, but your normal person that doesn't have any tech knowledge will just say Bitcoin isn't backed by anything. I think we've even heard Warren Buffett say something similar to that. And I'm just wondering now, if that's the case, with the introduction of Tether Gold, could this maybe mean that as a global mass adoption continues of cryptocurrencies, will people lean more towards Tether Gold than Bitcoin? Because at the end of the day, people always keep saying that Bitcoin is a store of value. So I don't see any difference between Bitcoin and Tether Gold if we're talking about it being a store of value. Hence, I always say that Litecoin is actually the coin to be used for transactions. But hey, I don't want to talk about that. That's another topic again for another day. And moving right along, The top 5 impactful crypto projects of 2020. Now, this is an article I pulled out from causeartist.com. Now, guys, as you know, in this channel, I always vouch for projects that are actually indeed solving real world problems, right? And somehow I got to discover this article, and then I looked at it, I read it for a couple of times, and I agree with it, but only 4 of the 5 coins, right? So I just wanted to read to you guys something here. Oh, there you go. So it says, it seems like every day, oh my bad, it seems like every day there are tons of new tokens being released for some new use case. Projects dub themselves the blockchain version of da 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 da. But the reality is that 99%, okay, I say 98, but okay, 99% of these projects are just trying to ride the crypto wave without making a real impact in the world. If I had a nickel for every ICO I've seen that promised to revolutionize and disrupt an entire industry, I would be having lunch with Bill Gates right now. So I agree with that. Indeed, there's just so many projects that are actually trying to ride the entire crypto wave. But the first one is Karma app. So basically, what this app does, guys, is that you just basically earn your content, or basically you earn cryptocurrency for content that you release onto this platform, which I truly believe that is worth it, because guys, now there are so many social media platforms that want each and every user. So now it's like we can now start to see that the user is more valuable than the platform. So why not rather get paid for posting content, for putting out your thoughts, posting photos and all of that? Because at the end of the day, you as a content creator are one of the main reasons why users remain on that platform. So here it says that this app burst into the crypto scene in 2019 via the EOS blockchain. Their objective is to provide a decentralized social network that encourages users to do good in the world and document that good online in order to create a wave of positive momentum throughout the world. Now, guys, if you know very well, also cryptocurrencies, or rather social media, has been so toxic so much that I think we indeed do need some sort of good content that goes out there, because at the end of the day, social media is the same as TV right nowadays, right? So whatever it is that you consume will affect you psychologically, and probably you might even take it out on people, maybe at home or at work or even at school, right? So basically what this does is that you just post content. The more you post content there, then you will be given some crypto, so you can check them out. But another one is Binance Charity, right? Now this one, something simple. It just tries to validate and make sure that indeed money that goes to charity does go to charity. So for example, over here it says, but I think charity platforms can take it a step further and actually leverage blockchain to help verify these good deeds, like Binance Charity, right? Furthermore, Binance Charity donates 100% of the amount donated to the actual cause. So they make sure that indeed, and I've always asked myself, like, with all these charity donations, like, does all the money end up where it has to, or maybe does it get taken by people along the way and stuff like that? Now the next one is Power Ledger. Now this one, guys, I also liked a lot. All right, Power Ledger, just to read quickly here, is probably one of my favorite projects that is actually making a real use case out of crypto and blockchain. They are aiming to disrupt the energy sector with a heightened focus on renewable energy. Their software allows for 3 core things: energy trading, right? So if you have excess energy from your solar panels, for example, you can trade that to your neighbor through Power Ledger. That's fantastic for me, guys. And environmental commodities trading to help for the reliable tracking of renewable energy credits, right? And last but not least, renewable asset ownership. This allows people who cannot afford their own renewable energy setup to invest in fractional ownership. Now, this is what you call real world case um, yeah, real world case problem solving, right? Because you can see that it's not something like an app that allows people to collect cards of their favorite, I don't want to say baseball players, but I think I just said it. Okay, moving right along. Project number 4 is Litecoin. Now, to be honest, this one I didn't really understand it that much, and this is actually the one that I don't really agree with, but I understand the fact what they mean. I mean, I understand the fact that they're talking about it being a stable coin. So Basically, it allows website to embed a widget into their website and accept donations in any cryptocurrency. Now that makes sense. And then any donated crypto is transferred to a token, right? Which is also a stable coin. At first, this might seem like not such a good thing, but the more I looked into it, the more I realized accepting a stable coin might actually make more sense for charity, as it reduces the risk to volatility. But then my question is, if it's a stable coin, what is it pegged onto, right? Is it pegged onto an asset, or like, because I mean, yeah, basically I understand what they're trying to do, but I fully don't understand. And then the last one, Brave browser. Now, guys, in fact, as I speak to you right now, I'm using the Brave browser. So this one I 100% vouch for. And yeah, basically what Brave browser is all about, I can just quickly explain to you guys. It makes sure that it protects your privacy, because as we know, privacy and data is really important lately, right? A lot of companies, a lot of tech companies, they use your data to see how you behave, and then they can suggest certain products or advertise certain products based on your search and all of that. So Brave tries, based on how they've modeled their business or their browser, to actually protect you from all of that, but at the same time, they can actually it can help prevent unwanted advertisements, because we all know there's advertisements everywhere. So there is an option to actually block all advertisements. I'm sure you guys can even see over here, it says ads and trackers blocked. It even shows there 13,000, and it shows how much time you've saved due to all of this. This, gentlemen and ladies, is what is actually my favorite project out of the top 5, out of all the 5. And and the solar panel one too, right? The solar energy one, because really these ones are solving real world cases. The solar energy one is because, of course, solar is a quite solar is quite valuable, number one, but importantly also the way they share it across people that might need it is really, really, how can I say, very impactful. Yes. And then Brave browser, of course, the world is now more and more going online, so there's going to be a huge dependence on making sure that you are number one, secure, but also there aren't annoying websites that are following you everywhere, right? I mean, advertisements. And yeah, last but not least, scams, guys. There's so many scams on the rise. I mean, guys, this is one important thing I really wanted to talk to you about, to talk to all of you guys about, because if you look at it now, since everyone is going online, there's a high chance that a lot of people might be scammed, right? Because of some people not understanding how things work online, and therefore they might fall prey to scammers. Now, I just thought I should remind you guys that mostly I've noticed a lot of scams in comment sections of social media, and then they normally start with like a person maybe giving out a testimony that I never thought that Mr. Charles would help me with my first trading what until I managed to make $600. Man, so those are just things, a few things you should check out for, guys. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is, right? Or is it probably not? I don't know. These quotes, I always make mistakes. But and also I remember a couple of weeks back, Joe Biden, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, and even Kanye West's Twitter accounts, all of them were hacked. I don't know how did it happen. They were all hacked, and what this caused was that the hacked accounts, then they requested people to send in Bitcoin, and then they'll receive double back in return. It was just so crazy. I don't know for how long did it last, but I remember that day Bitcoin was even trending on Twitter. So I think these are just things that we should really, really be careful of. Make sure that they don't affect us, because we're still here and we need to make our money, earn it, and make sure that we don't lose it because of our stupid decisions. But guys, this is all that I thought I should talk to you guys about. Please subscribe. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and it's been so hard because I'm kind of like doing all of this by myself. I mean, I know you guys don't care, but I mean, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. I'll catch you guys on another episode, and I'm gonna upload 2 videos every week now, because I really can't keep up with uploading so many videos a week. Maybe I shouldn't have shared that, but I thought I should. It's better if I'm honest with you guys. So I'm gonna upload another one soon this week, or rather later in the week, and then 2 more, and then we're just gonna move on like that. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you again on another episode. Quing, quing, quing.